Gates Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I'm here today with trader Barney. Barney is an international traveler as well as a trader, and I'm looking forward to having actually a little bit of fun exploring some of this as we get to see what the trading lifestyle actually can contribute to. Barney, welcome. Obviously, you're a paid funded trader with Apex Trader Funding. Congratulations on your first payout, as I understand. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Excellent. And so the first one is always the toughest. It's all downhill from there, right? I like to kind of just do a little background just so people know who we're talking to and as far as a trader goes. Now, how long have you actually been trading at this point?
I kind of tiptoed into it in 2000, when was that? Like 10, 11 without a clear strategy. And I lost a lot of money because I didn't have any, and I had no clue what I was doing. Like just too many theories and no psychological training or anything. Mm-hmm. And I was on and off, more like not really day trading, but I was investing, swing trading a little bit. In 2021, I started again, and because in 2010 I lost so much money, but I saw the potential, I saw the dangers, but also the beauty in trading, and I just couldn't let it go. I thought I was done with it, but in 2021 I was like, I think I want to try it again. And I'm serious since February, March this year. So that's when I really committed to trading again. Yeah.
Fantastic. I found that there are two types of traders. There's the traders who are good at it, they're logical, they understand that they see it. And then there's the ones that it's this draw. And that's always been me. I can't even tell you how many times I've quit trading for the last time. And I always come back. I feel like it's, the Godfather scene where they always pull me back in. For certain traders, that draw is undeniable. It's harder to fight it than it is to get good at trading, I think. So ultimately, it's going to drive us to the right place. So anyway, that's my humble opinion there. So when you decided that you're going to get serious about it, starting the beginning of this year, because I think this is where a lot of traders get to, what did getting serious actually mean for you? What did that look like?
Yeah, I took a course, and that course also it was quite a big commitment, but I was convinced of the whole idea and the whole ethics and the whole setup of this group. Mm-hmm. So I decided I'm just gonna take a leap of faith. And there's some kind of correlation there, no? If it's just like something, if you really I'm gonna just see where this goes, mm-hmm. and I'm gonna take this amount of money that actually hurts me, and but I really want to do that. There's something the gods like that when you do that sometimes, not always.
Ironically enough, we were talking before we started the recording that when you get something for free or when you don't pay for something, you don't value it the same way. And I think that really does apply to education. I mean, so many traders go through the process of watching YouTube videos. I'm going to be real honest with you. I think that most traders, if they dug deep enough, hard enough, long enough, they're going to get the same information out of a YouTube video or out of a slew of YouTube videos that they're going to get out of a really properly framed course. But the difference is the mindset of the student. And I think that when you make a commitment to be a part of something, you take it more seriously and you focus more and you're more committed to making it work. Would you agree with that based on your experience?
Yes and no. I would agree with that, but I also think that, and that has been my problem too, I have a jumpy mind. So I just go with that strategy, and then I go with that one, and I go with that one, and with that one. And when you invest a lot of money, ideally you invest a lot of money in a course that has a clear structure and really doesn't show you 1,000 theories, but shows you a couple of them, boiling it down to the stuff that you should stick to. And that for me was really important. And that with YouTube videos is a little bit the thing. If you don't pay for it, if you just go through that one, it works. Oh, it worked 5-6 times, and then 3 times it doesn't. Next one. So I think that's a big one too.
I think every trader has been a victim of that. We're always searching for that holy grail strategy, and they think it's going to be for free on YouTube. Well, my bad news to all traders out there is that there isn't one. If there was, we would have all found it by now, and we would be sipping Mai Tais on our private islands. But the reality is, every strategy is going to work every decent strategy is going to work for some traders and not for others. And a lot of it really boils down to finding that strategy that works with your risk tolerance, your anxiety levels, your discipline, whatever the case may be. So different people are going to find more value in certain types of trading than others, and I think that's kind of a personal decision. Finding that right one is pretty critical.
Yeah, and the time frame also, right? I mean, if you want to day trade, if you want to swing trade, or whatever, or something in between, that also takes a while to find it out. I think.
Well,
which one suits your
Absolutely. And of course, everybody likes to say that the time frames are fractal. So what you're going to find at the weekly, you're going to find at the daily, at the hourly, at the minute. It's, and to a certain extent that's true. But what's different is I can keep myself calm for 6 minutes. I'm not sure I could keep myself calm for 6 months if I'm in the midst of a trade.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that tolerance for a variety of different factors that I think are super critical. I talked about the fact that as we were talking beforehand, you mentioned that you are now pretty much an international traveler, just kind of being where you want to be when you want to be there. I know that this wasn't something that you were able to achieve through trading, but because this is your lifestyle, how does trading fit into that for you?
Well, first of all, I used to work as a legal translator. I really needed to find something else anyway, but I was already looking into trading, and so it was just something that motivated me even more. It's international travel for me. The good thing is the combination with trading is just you are more or less free to do it whenever you want to. I mean, if you don't have a preferred time range that you want to trade in, you are just free. You just need a laptop, more or less. I have like a second one that I like an installment, like a second external little monitor that I want to use. I'm going to be in Thailand soon, and that's interesting because it's kind of like day and night shift. So
right.
So instead of 9 in the morning, I will start trading at 9 in the evening, which is kind of all right.
and I love that. And I've had a few people that I've had a chance to speak to that just really live a traveling lifestyle and either funded by or just it works with trading, because as long as you've got a solid internet connection. And the world has changed. The world of trading has changed. We used to need these massive supercomputers to actually effectively trade. And now you can get that done in a laptop, as you said. You get a couple of extra screens if need be, and depending on your style, and it's a completely mobile experience. We've just gotten that first payout. We're starting to see the fruit of this. And you mentioned that early on you were trading your own funds, and you had a not so exciting experience. Aside from the wins and losses, when you have a trade on the line and you have your own funds backing it versus a funded account backing it, have you noticed for yourself any sort of a difference in the way that you approach it, or the way that you feel during the trade, or even in the way you execute?
Yeah, I think that's very different from trader to trader. But for me, I'm quite open to risk. So it's not too different on how I approach and how I open it. I think I have maybe less suicidal thoughts. Just like I'm just going to do it anyway. It's more like that's all right, I can do it. But I would execute it the same way. I think I would just be a little bit less calm about it, maybe. Sure. But also, and just being able to just blow an account if that needs to happen, and then just getting a new one instead of risking your own capital. And you would have to risk a lot of your own capital to actually make halfway decent money. So I think it's just perfect. I think it's beautiful.
Look, I'm not going to lie. It's painful blowing a PA, but it's a lot less painful than blowing $2 or $3 grand.
That would be, let me see, when you have like your action things going on for 30, that would be like 100 funded accounts, more or less.
Yes, exactly.
Funded by PAs, right? Yeah.
And I think that's one of the nice things about this process is it's great knowing that your worst case scenario financially is minimal no matter what happens on any particular trade. I think psychologically there's a benefit to that. But I think the true benefit is time. By being able to extrapolate that amount of money over hundreds of evaluations and PAs potentially, for the same amount of money, you can buy years of experience that you just wouldn't be able to do in a live money situation. You either have to figure it out quickly or you're out eventually. We got that first big milestone nailed down, and of course looking forward to seeing some more great action from you as you continue to grow and develop as a trader and as a funded trader.
Me too.
What's the next big step for you at this point? What are you looking forward to as that next big milestone?
I had like a 25,000 account, which was my first one, and I got a payout with that. I've got 250,000 accounts now that I'm hopefully soon we'll get a payout too. So my next aim is to really copy trade those accounts. Yeah, I want to have around 500,000 of trading capital and work my way up from there, like every 2 months or something like that, a new one until I finally have 50,000 accounts. That's my aim.
Well, I'm super excited to see what comes next. I wish you the best of success in your continued travels and your continued journey as a trader and life in general. And would love to catch up a couple months down the road and really just kind of get an update, see how everything's going, if that sounds good to you.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Let's keep in touch and let's chat soon. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.